WCCO has a team dedicated to telling the stories of how these policies are impacting our communities.
During a visit this week with volunteers that were making sure immigrants know their rights, we spoke to an undocumented mother preparing for her worst-case scenario, being separated from her children. Here's David Schuman.
A woman we're calling Ava brought her 3 children this week to meet with volunteers in Wright County who are committed to helping undocumented immigrants like her.
It's very critical that the kids should not be jeopardized.
She came to the U.S. illegally from El Salvador. Her oldest daughter made the journey a few years later when she was 4 with Ava's mother. The two were stopped.
They were separated, and then she was put in like a foster care system at the border, and then my mom was deported back to El Salvador.
Ava says her daughter spent nearly a month there before eventually being reunited. A therapist had the little girl write about and draw her experiences, which she shared with us. One page was titled Bad Dreams. Another says, I would tell anyone who's coming from El Salvador to make sure they have papers so they don't have to go through what I went through. It's scary and sad.
We are scared that our family be separated again.
Ava's 2 other children were born here. Her family works, pays taxes, and are involved in the community.
She's right now in volleyball. She was in Girl Scouts. My son plays basketball and baseball.
The volunteers here are helping Ava plan for her family if she's taken.
The call as Christians is to love people, and there's no hierarchy on who we should love the most or who we should love first. It's you love your neighbor as yourself.
I want immigrants to know that people in the broader community support them. We want them here. We value them.
And yet,
I have never feel this fear that I do now.
David Schuman, WCCO News.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement says it is focusing on the deportation of criminals. Yesterday, ICE announced the St. Paul field office arrested 2 men, both who were convicted of sexual assault, including one against a child.